Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Alda. Here I want to present my research proposal. So my title is English Tertiary Students' Perception of Using Canva as a Media in Online Learning. There are 3 chapters: Introduction, Review of Related Literature, and Research Method. First is about research background. In this current situation, the students prefer to participate in their study activities using technology. That way, teachers must also be able to keep up with technological advance, such as the interest of students who prefer to take advantage of technology. Currently, the world is being hit by a coronavirus. We must to stay at home, and the government is implementing online learning. With the online learning, students are very dependent on gadgets, the internet, and the necessary platform or websites. Such conditions make the teacher have to be more creative in learning. So, I think the Canva platform is a very attractive platform as a learning media. So, from the argument, I can make research question. And then the research question is, what are the English tertiary students' perception of using Canva as a media in online learning? Based on the research question, the objective is to identify the English tertiary students' perception to use Canva as a media in online learning. Significance of the study for the students can understand the new form in process of learning by using Canva. They can develop their creativity. And then for the teachers and lecturer, we can know how the perception of English tertiary students to use Canva. After knowing that, the teachers and the lecturers can know what action to take for future learning. And then for the next researcher, this research can be used as an illustration, example, or source to analyze something. The researcher will conduct this research in University in Surabaya. The respondents are 15 English tertiary students from EBLT class, while the limitation use focus on perception of English tertiary students to use Canva as a media in online learning. Definition of perception. Based on Oxford dictionaries, perception is an idea, a belief or image you have as a result of how you see or understand something. Definition of Canva. According to Gerhard, Canva is a graphic design tool by Australian entrepreneur Melanie Perkins, was created in 2012. According to Lina Fahriani, media is a stimulant tool used by teachers to stimulate students' thoughts, feelings, attention, and learning process. Then, according to Collins, online learning is defined as the creation of personal computers, the globalization of other human ideas and action, and the use of technology in providing access to more people. Related literature. Perception is a response, way to think, work, and behave in someone. Canva, as a website, is a source of visual media. And then from that, researchers need a perception about Canva, which is the source of visual media. And media used to learning and making students feel comfortable and easy to understand content material. Online learning is essentially a learning process to use of information and communication technology in channel learning activities between teacher and students. First previous studies is from Kondila Paulia. The results showed that students at the experimental class has been improvement their writing skills. And then from Vidya Wahyuni, this study recommends the use of Canva because Canva is one of the applications that makes students creative learners. The researcher conducted this study used qualitative research, and then the study will explore information about the perception of English tertiary students to use Canva. The setting of the study was in a university in Surabaya, that is Uin Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. The researcher took 15 English tertiary students from EBLT class batch of 2018 as a respondent or sample of this study. Data about perception to use Canva as a media in online learning. The source of data is from the English tertiary students by interviewing English tertiary students to collect the data. Instrument are list of questions and audio recording. Data analysis technique. The first is the researcher listen the recording of the respondent, and then the researcher transcribe the students' answer about their perception. And the last, the researcher was making conclusion related to the research question. For the research stage, the first is planning. I make a sampling of activities to do this research, for example, choosing the location. And the next is applying. The next step was applying qualitative research by interviewing the English tertiary students. And then, the next is analyzing. The researcher started to analyze the result of interviewing. And the last is reporting. The last steps can be done by the researcher was reporting the result of the study in the form of thesis writing about English tertiary students' perception. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.